So I made a video earlier talking about all the toxic ass Helldivers 2 players that think it was a good idea and went patted on the back for review bombing and asking for refunds from a small studio that was innocent in this whole thing, when all they had to do was go after Sony. How can not one person agree with me that the ends don't always justify the means? I mean, that is fucking common sense. You attacked an innocent studio that didn't do this to you to get what you wanted from Sony, when all you had to do was go after Sony directly. And how do you do that? Well, you withhold your PlayStation Plus subscriptions. I ran these different scenarios past ChatGPT to see what ChatGPT would think about it, and this is what ChatGPT had to say. It's a strategic question whether targeting Sony directly by withholding PlayStation Plus subscriptions would have been more effective than seeking refunds from Arrowhead. Each approach has its own potential impact. Withholding subscriptions, this method directly affects Sony's revenue stream and sends a clear message about consumer dissatisfaction. It's a form of boycott that can be powerful if done collectively. However, it requires a significant number of subscribers to participate to make a noticeable impact, which they freaking had. Seeking refunds. Requesting refunds from Arrowhead puts financial pressure on the developer and could draw attention to the issue more quickly. However, it may not address the root cause of the problem. It originates from decisions made by Sony. In terms of effectiveness, directly addressing the source of the grievance, which in this case seems to be Sony's decision, could potentially lead to a more successful outcome. It aligns the action with the responsible party and avoids collateral damage to a developer that may have limited control over platform policies. And to all of you guys that are saying, oh, they bounced back, it hasn't hurt Arrowhead, they're okay, everything's gonna be just fine. They fired the dude that started this shit. If that doesn't tell you how serious they're taking what he said and caused, you're not paying attention. Go ahead, make another insult about my eyes being shut. I smoke pot. Who doesn't? If you don't, I don't really want to hang out with you, and most, like, 80% of the country doesn't. It makes you fucking square. So seriously, like, I'm exhausted. You guys don't have to have this argument with me. You guys can have it with artificial intelligence. Have it with AI. Because seriously, if I'm, like, way off base here, if I'm, like, so far off base, and you guys are so far on base, don't you think artificial intelligence would have, like, some, agreements with you? Let's find out if ChatGPT thinks it was toxic behavior to do what you guys did. Because you guys obviously think the ends always justify the means. I heard today from some people, they told me it was effective, so it doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter who got hurt. It was effective, they said.
The question of whether the ends justify the means is a complex ethical dilemma that has been debated for centuries. It's important to consider the consequences of our actions and the impact they have on others. Many ethical frameworks, like deontological ethics, argue that the means are just as important as the ends and that it's wrong to harm innocent people for any goal. Utilitarianism, on the other hand, might suggest that the greatest good for the greatest number is what matters most. But even then, the rights and well-being of the innocent are significant considerations. In general, causing harm to innocent people to achieve a goal is ethically problematic. It's essential to find a balance between achieving one's objectives and maintaining ethical integrity. Compassion, respect for others, and the principle of do no harm are often guiding values in these situations.
All you got is insults about me being stoned, and I'm talking about video games. I'm a video gamer that smokes weed, and you want to make fun of that? You're making fun of like 90% of your community, so go at it, buddy!